Here's one for you, and I haven't got my start, middle and end bullet points, so I'm breaking my own rule before I even fucking officially made it. Or should I say, as soon as I officially made it. The first thing I did when I made my rule was break it. But anyway, rules are there to be broken. There's nowhere easy for me to pull over and write, so I said I'd just go with it. This is the beauty, I think, or at least part of the beauty of Mr. Beast's advice. Do your 100 episodes. Get them up the fuck. Because you'll essentially learn by doing. Like, I could have spent an 8-hour day thinking about how I was going to start recording these podcasts and uploading them and all the rest of it. But just by doing it, it accelerates your learning curve. So who knows how long it would have taken me to realize the importance of having the bullet points of start, middle and end. Like you could, it's like I suppose reading a book on how to swim. You're far better off maybe not completely ignoring the book. By all means read the book, but don't just read the book. At some point you have to fucking jump into water, and preferably out of your depth, because it's not until you're submerged and out of your depth in water that you will realize the utility in having your body in a certain position. And it's the same with anything. I mean, that's just an analogy for life in general. We learn by doing. Somebody can teach you how to throw a dart. They can tell you all about the angle that your arm should be at, your wrist position, your feet position, your shoulder position, your face position in relation to your arm, in relation to the dart, how high up the dart you hold it, how far back, whatever else. You could achieve expert level knowledge, nogginism, as one of my boyfriends, Uber Boyo. If you like this kind of, if you like what I'm doing, you'll fucking love Uber Boyo. Not to say that we're anything remotely alike on one hand, but on another hand we're quite alike. Big fan. That's something I have to do, is contact that cunt, because that's something I haven't done, is reach out to him and other people like him. Not that there's many, but there's a few. He's one of them. He's top of the list. Have to reach out to that cunt, because I don't have a lot of people. Scrap that. I don't have anyone in my life who is remotely like me on any level. Fuck, I'm after saying that out loud, how comfortable I am with that. I don't know anybody who is remotely like me. I really don't, on any level. I don't. On a creative side of things, no one springs to mind. I know a couple of creative people. I know a handful of singer-songwriters. I'm running out of creative people. I know a couple of people who are artists. Shout out to past guest and friend of the show, Juliana Nenepena, soon to be Juliana McKeown. Then there is future guests potentially, Emma Ryan. I bought a piece of artwork from Emma Ryan that I'll do an episode on that maybe one of the days. Past guest and friend of the show, Joy Booth. Shout out to Joy, a creative singer-songwriter, no doubt. But again, they have their kind of niches, and they're not, I don't know, these people are creative in one domain. Now, there's the other thing. Being creative in one domain is great if you want to get really good at that domain. So past guest and friend of the show, Pat O'Reilly, another creative cunt. He's a singer-songwriter, like Joy Booth is. And as far as I'm aware at least, that's where their creativity is. It's in that singular dimension. And because all their creative eggs are in the one creative basket, so to speak, they're quite good at what they do. Whereas I'm creative in half a dozen different ways. I love to draw, I love to write, I love to record podcasts and upload videos and all these different fucking things. I do loads of different kind of somewhat creative endeavours. And I'm, all right at some of them and a bit shit at other ones. But I'm happy. I like being a generalist. It's not without its downsides. I'll never achieve mastery in anything other than being a generalist. And that's my if I was good at anything, it's being a generalist. Now I don't know. There's something that doesn't quite sit well with me about that. There's a bit of a cop out, like, oh yeah, you're average or below average at 1,000,001 different things, but you're not fucking very good at anything, really, are you? And there's a downside to that, but there's an obvious upside to that. And I think that's what I have to focus on a little bit more is fine tuning what I spend my fucking attention, what I spend my attention on, and maybe not be as scattered. That's a bit of a dilemma that I have. I'm not sure about that. On one hand, I like the idea of being scattered, and I like the idea of leaning into it and being even more scattered, because if there's one thing I fucking love, and this is something that I've learned about myself, if there's one thing I fucking love more than anything, it's novelty. Oh my God, give me novelty any day of the week. Tell me something, not even something interesting, tell me something I don't know. Better yet, tell me something I don't know about something I've never heard of, and you'll blow my fucking mind. And on that note, I'll catch you soon.